Just wanted to provide some information that will help you as you develop your Starbucks marketing analysis that we're going to be working on over the next few weeks. Now, remember, here, this is going to be a cumulative exercise. So if I scroll down here, what I was looking for in week one is just the company overview. And I've given you some subheadings here that will help guide you as you go forward. So you needed to have an introduction up here. Now, the introduction of a paper is really important because it's designed to help tell the reader what the purpose of the paper is. And so what I would encourage you to do is to have a couple of, they call these hooks, by the way, in writing, and this is not just academic writing, but it's proposals and other things. To have an introduction tells the purpose of the paper, but provides a hook that will cause the reader to want to go further with you. And so, to me, an effective hook would be just the utter size of Starbucks. So you may want to say, something in the introduction to hook people in that says Starbucks is a X billion dollar company that's in X number of countries around the world. And then you can come down to your purpose statement in the introduction. And to me, the purpose statement is very important. And you can be overt here and say something like this example I have here. You don't have to use this, use the one that you create. But the purpose of this paper is to describe the marketing process at Starbucks in detail. Examples and application will be given to provide concept understanding. So if someone is reading this paper from the outside, they know what it's about because you came right out and told them the purpose is to do this, and here's how I'm going to do it, okay? So as you look at my comments this week on your introduction, make sure that you incorporate those types of things going forward. Now, here in week one, all you had to do was to do a company overview. Now, I say all you had to do, but this is really important because it sets the foundation for the paper. All right, so this all gives the reader some facts and figures and not generalities. Too many of you in your paper this week had just general statements here, like Starbucks is big. Well, how big are they? How many billion dollars in sales do they have? How many stores do they have as of a particular date? How many countries are they in? How many categories do they support? How many employees do they have? And those types of things that are really important. And so you can make some statements to that effect here that gives the reader a clear understanding of the specifics of the Starbucks company. The company background here is pretty straightforward. Products and services. Many of you forgot that Starbucks not only has retail stores, but they have a website. And through that, they actually fulfill orders where you don't have to go to the stores in those areas. And then when I say marketplace here, what is the key marketplace? Well, I could tell you they have a lot of stores in the United States, but they have a lot of stores around the world. And when you see some videos from me, you're going to see a Starbucks mug wall behind me that I have Starbucks mugs from around the world. And so this is where you go into that level of detail. And you see here, where do they compete? What type of data can you provide that will give the reader a clear understanding of this background of Starbucks? So the one comment I would have here is many of you were way too brief here. Remember, you're trying to set a foundation for the reader so they can get a clear understanding of who Starbucks is, because from there, you're going to develop a marketing analysis for them as you go forward. So that's week one. Week two, you begin to talk about the marketing environment that is here, and you go on and on and on into the different weeks. So each week, you're going to be adding a section. And guess what? The things that you're going to be adding that week will be based upon the readings that you have in the marketing book. So we're going to be talking here in week two about the marketing environment, the macro environment, the micro environment for Starbucks. So, the key message you should take away from this: make sure that you provide the right level of detail going forward. Provide specifics and not generalities. If you have any questions about this or the comments that I make on your paper this week, please let me know. Take care.